It's marijuana plant. I got a blunt to smoke too. Yeah. So, here. This time, I'll pick it up. Me and my marijuana. So, two buds. Just wanted to give you an update, see how it looks. It's looking pretty good, nice and tall. Hopefully this is as tall as it gets and I won't have to retransplant it again and again. But anyways, that's the Mary Jane, and that's the unification of the Mary Jane, if you know what I mean. So, back to the Tanaga Dalam thing and all that. Well, we'll save that for later. So, anyways. There are some stories that I think are so important to me as such that I would only explain them to people that were close to me or best friends or family, but I feel it's appropriate to explain them by and by on this YouTube frame, so, you know, it's kind of cool. You know, there are some things that I can show you and some things that it would be more appropriate not to show you, as to not disrespect the people who taught them to me, as they're a part of their systems. But there are many, many things that I can show you that I've learned that are free, you know, roaming aspects of expression when it comes to martial arts. Like mudras and pressure points. When I learned how to do the pressure points, it was really simple. Start out from the heart. You know, got 5 fingers. Every pressure point like this is a heart pressure point, you know. It's like right here, you know, right under the sternum, you can actually push your heart 2 inches up here like that, physically, you know. It's very important to do breathing, you know. But anyways, here's the pressure point system I learned, you know. Here's the heart, you know, here's the middle sternum, collarbone, you know. Here's the jugular veins and jugular nerves, you know. Sinus nerves behind the ear. Well, it's interesting, you know. It's like the point is, you know, things are a lot easier than a lot of people make them out to be, you know. Maybe I'll get deeper into it so that it's not just a generalization and whatnot, you know. I've learned a lot, and I like learning. Some of the best way that I can teach and learn, actually, is to show you when I learn. It's amazing the little states of, how they say, moments of clarity that occur when you unify yourself into a focused meditation or exercise in order to accomplish a state of, you know, forbearance or going past what you were before. So, okay. I showed you one exercise. That's good. The screen's too small right now. I don't feel like doing exercise. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's kind of hard to show you. So, I can talk though. I've had many experiences with this energy, this strange energy. It has a mind of its own, but it has guidelines and dynamics that people should understand and should know that they're there to understand. They're secrets, but they're the kind of secrets that are wide out in the open, and that they're only secret because everybody knows. But when you get into the depth of their learnings and their teachings, you see why they're such secrets, why they're so valuable, why they're the national treasures of countries and antiquities that go beyond time and whatnot. So I'll leave you with a story about my chi ball experiences. The first time it happened, I was 24, and I was up all night multitasking, and I went to somebody that I grew up with, and to make a long story short, I was sitting, and there were 6 plus me people there with me, and all of a sudden, my arm lifted by itself, and I started breathing heavily, you know, in this specific breathing pattern that I call the hummingbird breath, or what was told me is the hummingbird breath. And it lasts for, you know, a few moments as my arm lifted. Then I pulled down and I breathed in hard, and this blue energy popped from my hands like a bubble, popped from my left hand, and everybody saw it. And there was also a sound, a blue fire surrounding my body, and I was able to hold it for about 90 seconds, and then when I couldn't hold it any longer, I let it go, and as it dispersed, it released a pattern called the samsara, which is like a ring that goes out in a single line forever. So that's my first one, or one of my first ones, you know. And it's interesting because I've been studying this for a long time. There are many techniques devoted to this practice, this lifestyle. Well, that's it. Peace out, y'all.